the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. 56. Check 56. Time to go. Night, night.
On first down, Costello. That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nauta. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Come on,
took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
6-6. Pull it high.
Newsome on the carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
To throw on second down. Costello. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On third down, Costello flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And his throw here's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
8, read. Check pass, check pass. Switch, switch. Shoot. Under 10, 10.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 49, check 49, check 49. Yep. Watch the slide. Get it.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Squeeze, double. Hit it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
56, Mike, 56, right there. Recon, 132 fighter. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Undercrush, go. Undercrush. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Talley gives this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Out. Check 9. Tighten up. Bang. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ready. 30 base. Let's go, D. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shift. Check 50. Pick the edge. Come. Fire.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie. 45 the Mike. Drop deep, drop deep. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Here we go, D, get off the field. 45, 45. Go.
2nd and 11. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run it with Newsom. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
On the ready. 33. I don't think you got it. Hey, echo. Check like 33. Here we go. Deep grip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Look, squeeze. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
This is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready to break. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go one more. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Talley escaping the pressure. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Costello. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Costello. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
Ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Off play action. Costello. Complete to Newsome. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Newsome. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 35.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 11 yards and a Panther first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Hey, wahoo! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Man, let's get some penetration here.
Hey, Delta.
56 to Mike.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Tally. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Shift. Watch the shift. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Shift, shift. Shift. Hit it.
To throw again. Tally. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
6 man. Check curls. Check curls.
Ready. From the gun, Tally. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, orbit. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike, check 33. 33. Right. Hey, check that.
On 1st down, Costello. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Big stop, let's go.
56, Mike.
Hey, Zoom.
56.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Back. 36.
On the ball. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Talley steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Coming to you.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Give me that ball, defense. Hey, exit. Give me that ball, defense.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Check.
The final shot before break. Talley taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Alpha.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 56. Mike 56. Crunch time, defense. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Tally. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Got his target, Samuel. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Costello. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Costello. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready? 50, plant.
56. Hey, watch the slant. Deuce, 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 deuce. Joker, 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 joker. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Switch, switch, switch. Hatchet, hatchet. Shift, shift.
Shoot.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 56. 56.
Throwing on first down. Talley. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Jim, 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 Jim. Kill, kill, kill. Check the backer, check the backer.
Check, check. Hard, hard.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down. Talley. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Not here. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Now.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Talley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Kill, 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 kill.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check 24.
Roll out.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22.
Ready.
McCaffrey.
Here we go.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Get him, boy.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Man, I got you. Man.
Operating from the gun. Talley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
This is taken at about the 14. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On the ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56. Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready, break.
56. Mike 56.
No, hey, let go.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
50.
Hey, my 7.
56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Let go.
To throw on third down, Costello. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He's checking. Crash.
Let's go. Get set, dude.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bucs' 43-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Bravo.
That's 22. That's 22.
From the gun, Talley. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Back to throw. Talley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
But they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
On 4th down, Talley. He gets it to Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Show it up, show it up. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 6, bullet high.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Out, 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 out.
Check 9, check 9.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
61, matchbox lights.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Check, 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 check. Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Delta. Look at me, zipper.
Finds the mic. I'm going.
Yo, Chief, hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Talley. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Safety's creeping.
Yo, go, go.
Play 57.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Hey, tight.
56.
Hey, orbit.
56, right there, 56.
Fire.
On 1st and 10, Talley taking a shot for Samuel. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shift. Check 50. Check 50. Pick the edge. Come. Check it, go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And Lobo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, come on.
Hey.
Mike's 56.
Hey, exit.
That's the pass.
Mike 56.
Let's go, defense.
Operating from the gun, Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. This is taken at the 23. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, Sam off.
Watch here.
On 1st down, Talley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
52. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the safety creep.
Rock it.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Ready.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
X3. 218. Chopper.
25.
Smooth.
Check 25.
Sean. Go.
Shit.
From the gun, Talley. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, lock it.
All day.
Topper. Now.
On 4th down, Talley. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go. Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Costello. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, Costello. He's going to let this. He's got a man complete. He's at the 40, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we